today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. This is the National Football League.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Kansas City. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Come on. 60 Vikings.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. Joshua Williams makes the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Stover. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Stroud. Open man downfield is Woods. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal, Stroud. Near the sideline, this is Schultz. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Mario Edwards from his in spot, able to push in there and drop him behind the line.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Gets this to the former Texan, DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Mahomes now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy
from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another 1st down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Now Mahomes trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Mixon again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. As Stroud now to throw.
Eluding the... And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are once again back in front.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Butker on for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And his pass incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Stroud over the middle, complete. It's Schultz, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Throwing again is Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with Pirine. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And running with power here.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second down and a yard.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stroud.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Running left, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go now. Lucky, 18. Ready.
Stroud. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Stroud.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now here comes Kansas City. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw again.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. Let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And a catch made by Hopkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll set up a throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
2nd and 5.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Finding Kelsey once again.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mahomes to throw once more. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Stroud.
Incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mixing up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Come on. Hey, take these ices. Just these ices.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one taken in by Stover.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Again, it's Stroud. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Here goes Stroud again. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Stroud to throw it. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
And Stroud now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Stroud looking to throw. Caught left side by Mechie.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
2nd and a couple.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
First and 10, it's Stroud. They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Stroud will look to throw once more. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, good move. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
They run it with Pirine on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now it's Mahomes again, setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Mahomes. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 25 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. As this complete to Woods.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
This will be complete to Mechie.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Stroud working out of the gun.
His throw incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That is caught.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Stroud.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Pirine. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Pirine.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Pirine again on 2nd down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hand off here for Pirine. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.